Good morning, children. Today we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter 4, solids, liquids, and gases. As the name suggests, solids, liquids, and gases, we are very familiar with the words, but not with the definitions. Here we will study those in detail. First of all, we have to study what is matter, because solids, liquids, and gases are part of or the category of matter only. Matter is anything and everything around us that has mass and that occupies space is known as matter. Whatever is visible to us or may not be visible to our eyes, but it occupies space and has mass, is categorized as matter. It is made up of tiny particles called atoms, or we can say the basic unit of matter is atoms. The three states of matter are solids, liquid, and gases. That is the name of our chapter. Gases. When we say gas, what comes to our mind? Air. Here are the few points that gives the characteristics of gases. They do not have fixed shape. They have no fixed volume. Particles move very rapidly. Particles have large spaces between them as compared to solids and liquids. Means the molecules in gases are arranged at distant places. They are not bound tightly together. So the force of attraction between the molecules is very less. That's why they can move easily. Now the examples of gases are steam, air, and all the different gases present in air like oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, helium, argon, smoke, smog, then tear gas. All these are examples of gases, and they all have the same category or characteristics that we have discussed for gases, that their molecules are very loosely packed and at distant places, and they are free to move. Now, liquids. Here are the characteristics of liquids. In liquids, molecules are not very close to each other as in solids, and not as far as it is in gas. Molecules can slide over each other but cannot move freely as they move in gases. Liquids can flow, and they take the shape of the container where they are put. They do not have fixed shape, but they do have fixed volume. Particles can move easily. Now, to show that they have fixed shape, no fixed shape but fixed volume, we can try this by pouring a glass of water into a water bottle. Say if you take 200 ml of water in a glass and then you pour it into a water bottle, or it says in some other container, the amount of water will be exactly 200 ml in both the containers, but the shape will change. When you pour the water into a water bottle, it will take the shape of the water bottle or the other container in which you are pouring, but the volume will remain same, that is 200 ml only. That shows that liquids have no fixed shape as it takes the shape of the container in which it is poured, but the volume remains the same. Here are some examples of liquids: juices, water, soft drinks, or aerated drinks, what we are drinking, we are fond of, then milk, tea, alcohol, vinegar. All these are examples of liquid and they all have the same characteristics of liquid that we have studied. Now, solids. Solids have fixed shape, fixed volume. Particles are arranged very tightly and in a fixed pattern in solids, and they cannot move. And they have very hard, rigid and definite shape and volume. They cannot flow as the liquids and gases flow. Here are the examples of solids: ice, frog, all the animals, human beings, plants. These are examples of solids because they have fixed shape. Cheese, paneer, then bricks, rocks, stones, wood are the examples of solids. The examples that you can see around you is book, notebook, pen, pencil, eraser, your pouch, your bag, your table, chair, doors. All these are examples of solids because they are very hard and they have fixed shape. Now, water cycle. This is a perfect example to show that the all the three states of matter are interchangeable, that they can interchange from one form to another. For example, the water from the oceans, lakes and seas evaporate due to heat of the sun. It means water in the liquid form is changing into water vapor, that is gaseous form. They are going up, forming the clouds, and then again coming down as either snowfall or rain. When it is coming down as snowfall, means water in the liquid form is changing into solid form, and when it is coming into water, it means it is coming down again as water. Means water into gaseous state, water vapor is changing again into liquid form, that is water. Here is the particle arrangement shown, how the particles are arranged in solids, liquids and gases. As you can see in the first picture, solids, all the molecules are closely packed in a fixed pattern with very less or no space in between the molecules. The force of attraction is very high in solids, whereas in liquid, the arrangement of molecules are not having a fixed pattern. Spaces can be seen in between the molecules, and force of attraction is comparatively less than solids that make the particles of the liquid move, and that makes the liquid flow easily. And then in the third picture you can see the molecules of gases are loosely packed with lots and lots of space in between. So the force of attraction between the molecules of gases is very less, and it makes it easier to flow the gas at a very high speed, and it can take the shape of the container where it is placed. This you can see through an example. When you spray room freshener in a room, instantly the fragrance of the freshener is spread in the whole room because that is in the form of gas. So the molecules of gas spreads in the whole room and gives a nice fragrance of the room freshener. Thank you children. Thank you so much.